welcome to the round table with me, yours truly, and Marco.
And yours truly over here as well.
And yeah, I always say yours truly, but have I ever mentioned in an official video that I'm actually called Vincent and not actually, that people not actually call me Prince Vince? Well, not.
I'm not sure.
And they should know by now if they watched any streams, and if not, you know it now. Great. Got that out of the way.
A retroactive announcement.
Alright, great. And start day 3 trial cliffhanger. Well, it's not really a cliffhanger, it's just, well, the next section starts now.
Indeed.
So the cliff couldn't be hang. Well, it was a cliffhanger because, oh, they have the witness that can kill us.
Mr. Wright? Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy? Can I give you a hug to make you happier?
No, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know we are going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Oh, found the sleeping pills.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy. Right then. I guess the game is giving me a heads up.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if he'll be that producer.
The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand.
Or that director.
Oh no.
Our favorite voice.
Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? Wait, what was it? Yo, don't you know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. No waffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder.
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We weren't in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. All right
And
then.
here we go. Well, I haven't even paid attention what I said. Okay, from around 9.
Let's see. First of all, he died at around 10:30. The guy going through the checkpoint was at 2 p.m. and the kid was earlier than that. Murder weapon. Someone may have been sleepy, more sleepy than they should have. Locked the path between 2:15 and 4 p.m. And this thing. I guess I'll press him a bit first.
Yeah, just press him and see if something comes up.
Is that when you always come to work?
Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry.
Still, I was pretty busy all that day. What does that even mean? F-Y-I-Y? F-Y... No, F-W-I-W? No, wait.
No idea.
Thrill? Tell us more about that.
Okay, an action scene run through, which seems to be correct, in the employee area.
That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there, watching the whole thing. She was chewing on a hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us four.
Took more time. Why did it go on so long?
And I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But Repeat twisted its ankle during the run-through, see?
Oh right, that's the limp.
Which of course led to missing my lunch.
Humph! Rolling on the floor, starving?
Oh, okay.
And everyone else? What exactly did they have for lunch?
T.bone steak. The assistant cooked some up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them.
Yes, and they apparently had it. So in the end you didn't get to eat.
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about that seem odd to you? What?
I mean, we did find that T-bone steak somewhere. So, I'm not sure. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak.
Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation.
I see. Is that all? I was sure I was on something there. Really? And what kind of evidence would...
Well, I think
Provided.
this is just pressing and asking questions so far. You have to reveal something that could contradict itself, I think, before you can actually do anything.
Should I press on with this line in that case?
I would say, yeah, there were 2 more options you could have chosen.
Right, keep on digging. Didn't get to eat, no steak at least. And it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila,
What do you want?
when I went to Studio 2, I saw something on a table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call.
So I was right.
I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat?
We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
Objection to his drooling? A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting that contradicts his testimony, I'll press on that one a bit more.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, you have to
bit
he
more.
literally said you have to press on that, yeah.
So keep going this direction. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can.
It's basically...
So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting. Aha! You didn't take a single break?
Yeah, well... yeah, another one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? I mean, it's literally a sound effect in his text. I don't even know if sweat has a sound. If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea.
Press harder because we know that he ate something.
Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Whoops, awful.
Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job! If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Ugh.
Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing.
Yeah, so we took a break, Groffle. What does FVIW mean? I don't know what FVIW stands for.
I don't know.
I mean, I play online games, I should know that. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! It's only 13 in base 12. What? Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio One. LOL. It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Is the judge hinting at something? Let's see. Objection! You're using unclarified terms.
Yeah, exactly. Do that. Press him. I want to see if he will explain that.
What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise.
But going into the samurai costume, that's... I mean, he was photographed at 2 PM in the samurai costume. So how would he make that photo in that time frame?
I'm not sure, let's see. What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak? What else?
There were 2 plates on that table.
Oh, right, the other one was Diva's. Sorry, Diva's Care's plate.
Diva's guest, the producer.
To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, oh yeah, right. Sorry, I'm...
God damn it. Didn't your mama tell you manners? Going,
a little bit of ASMR.
My ears. No, stop it. A Chinese torture technique.
Chinese torture technique.
Not enough time.
Nah, I would press more. Just to see if something happens or not.
And why is that?
Oh! Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Oh, sorry. Poor force of habit. Something wrong, Mr. White.
You're stealing my lines, man.
Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One?
You can save, you can save, you can save.
I shall.
Just in case. This was not as convenient as it is now. On the old DS version, when you saved, you automatically go back to the menu, and then you had to load back in again. It was not as convenient as now.
Indeed. Well, let's see.
I mean, the whole point of this is we have to make them suspects.
Is it really?
I mean, if they are getting put out of the equation, then Will Powers will be found guilty, won't he?
I'm simply assuming that there's still the possibility of the security guard and the assistant.
Old back, really? They already confirmed that she isn't big enough.
Yeah, well, the main thing I'm simply thinking about is the fact that it was blocked, so they will obviously try to negate my argument with that even if they had time, they couldn't get out anyway. But
There was a 15-minute time gap.
yeah, in which they ate steaks, I guess. Well, let's take a risk. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 50 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
Alright, I've got the judge thinking now.
Never a dull moment with you, Mr. White.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. Uh-oh, he's pointing out the photo now.
The court record?
Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Is this monkey's head? Wasn't it Mr. Monkey Head? Had fallen across the path.
Objection! Gender... bias or something. Well, you're right.
True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked.
I mean, there are two planks on this picture that make it look like someone could have at least been outside and climbed in again.
Certainly. I would say you can climb over that. I thought he would show the photo that was shot at 2. The fallen Mrs. Monkey Head barred the way. What about Mr. Monkey Head? Oh.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright.
Shit.
I'm afraid you lose this round.
Okay, load.
Do we have to?
I want to see the other outcome. Or don't you want to see the other outcome?
I mean... I assume that if I just simply say no, that Edgeworth would simply confirm that yes, this is the reason why it couldn't have happened.
That could... yeah, god damn it. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, let's go with the penalty then. I forced you into that, it's my fault. I tripped you into that one, didn't I?
Just a little bit, but the game so far has been encouraging me to be a bit reckless.
Oh well. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand.
What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. I wouldn't call a witness decisive evidence.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Wait, where are we? Kindergarten? Oh,
Well,
boy.
maybe this is all in a kindergartner's head. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi...
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that.
Like people from Studio 1 going to Studio 2?
But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer! A murderer!
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. On my life. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks. You are right. I am a hero. I am strong. I will now punch my way out of this courtroom and live a free life as a superhero in real life. Haha.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. God, that was a weird face.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just 'cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hawkins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness. I mean, Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. Got a problem with that? Please, tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you Grant with the beard over there? Just with the...
I prefer Mr. Better.
That was way too fast! Did you click on it? Was an auto thing?
Automated? It's gonna be a very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. Better make a note of it in the court record.
Scribble, scribble. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods of the pass so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally walked, right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy.
Let's see, so we was wandering around for about 30 minutes, so he was there at 1:30?
I mean... When did he say he arrived at the studio? Did he say that?
I'm not entirely sure, but, well, we'll see it once more later.
Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember that you're talking to a child.
I think I know already what we're going into.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. He's a tough little cookie.
I think I know what you have to do. Ugh.
Okay. Let's see, first of all the map. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Nah, actually I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady is always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez!
He's about to cut you. Maybe he did. And this one is interesting. Off the path.
Yeah, you know, the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow.
Was going for the studio, lost on the way for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? Yep.
There's still... I guess I'll simply press on. The Steel Samurai.
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
My eyes out came the bad guy.
Alright. What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know, he was kinda far away.
Huh. He's being awfully vague. Don't look at me like that. And pow goes the dynamite. What happened to the bad guy? Oh,
Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
yes, I suppose he was.
He looked kind of dead already. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you.
Indeed, it would have been.
New digital. Oh, wow. He always carries it with him.
Yeah, that was obvious enough. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh? Look at that face.
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright.
I don't know
Mr.
why. I'm just a little tired.
Tell me why. Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. White. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child's soul.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney or a sheep or an Irishman or you for that matter. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody?
What? Yes, I had my camera. So what? Got a problem with that?
So, you did have your camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
What he saw that day.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
Oh, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Cross-examination. I think this one is simple enough. Let's see if it's either here or goes for the bad guy. Wham! No, I'm
Maybe
guessing
you have
it's
to press him on something to reveal more. Sometimes you really have to press first to get a clear contradiction.
So, you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course!
You didn't turn away, not even once.
No?
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Goes for the bad guy. Wham!
Hold it! What does wham mean? So, the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah!
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
Kinda don't remember. Was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? I mean, this is weird. He was found in the evil magistrate outfit.
Yeah, I guess that is...
And he would know if it was the magistrate or not.
Yeah, most likely. Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick, samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? I mean... Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap?
Yeah.
Tell me. My point is...
This finger.
Cody. It's pointing at you. Look at it. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight.
Guess where that finger goes if you lie.
No. That will put me on trial.
Depends on what you are thinking.
No.
Oh, Marco had a dirty thought.
But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Enough with the pedo jokes. Mr.
Wow,
Wright.
you have really... Your mind went to all the wrong places.
I mean...
How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing.
Phoenix. I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. I know it.
Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
That I don't know.
You can go into your court record and look at the evidence you have.
Oh wait. No digital camera. And he was supposedly always looking at he was taking photos of whenever the samurai won, so that seemed contradictory to me. And he was lost for about 30 minutes in the woods. But I don't know when exactly.
But that's not the question right now. The question is, why didn't he wait for the climax of the fight? Or why didn't he take a photo?
Why he didn't take a photo? Because old bag came after him when the first picture would have gone off way earlier, I guess.
Oh, I know you're already on the right track, but now you're off track again.
Does it have anything to do with this photo?
Not with this photo.
this photo. Still learning how to use it, but we haven't been clarified on how much he does or doesn't know about how to use it. Let's see, what were the options?
Couldn't watch it, he was watching something else. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Which decides...
Decides?
Yeah, what happens at the climax of a fight?
We have a winner.
Exactly. Why didn't he take a photo of that? For his collection?
Because the Steel Samurai didn't win? But what the hell would confirm that? We have him limping, but there's still that whole thing about
Why
him.
Why didn't he watch the climax? What does the... Okay, look at the book again.
Uh-huh. Photos of every victory and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. And that implies that he didn't win, I guess, but...
Yes!
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? I mean, I was on the path of showing this one simply because...
Yeah, I know, that's why... Oh, is it
I just didn't...
Now I'm unsure, But yeah, it should be.
Yeah, this is the main evidence that contradicts what he's saying, but at the same time, I just don't know why. Here's my proof.
Proof?
Can I do that again?
Oh.
This doesn't prove anything.
Shit! I fucked you up again.
God damn it, Vince.
God damn it! I was so sure!
Yo.
Lost your nerve, have you?
Very well. I'll ask you the question again. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Oh, now I know.
And it was fighting some unclear dude that he can't describe for whatever reason.
Okay, now I know the answer. Well, at least you didn't get a penalty.
Well, that's something.
Good. I probably should let you think this through. I mean, if we know now that you don't get a penalty, so just pick whatever.
You're sure that it would be connected to evidence and not one of the other two answers?
I mean, no, you can just try something of the other options instead of evidence. Wait, what? Why? Okay.
See. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Because he didn't know how to use the camera?
Oh,
Here's
yeah,
my
why?
proof.
God damn it!
What's that? The camera?
I thought you had to unveil something before you could show that, but yeah, you were right in the end. Oh, you don't need my help. You figure this out all fine on your own. I just feel so useless.
You're supposed to be Mia and Maya, my helper.
Yeah, but I help you in the wrong direction all the time.
Just like a ghost. The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Oh! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Jay!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? Got a thing for picking on little kids? Don't poke me with your finger now.
No. Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. You know what you have to do.
No, not
Smart
that.
of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. And not to take a picture.
Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax to the fight, correct?
Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Like my life. Have him testify again.
Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid.
But this is all the time we have for this episode. Already overcharged, in fact. So yeah, we're ending it here. Hope you enjoyed it so far. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more.
And like and subscribe if you like it, or hit that bell.